Hello there, I'm Sean Greasley and welcome to another edition of our SQL tutorials. In this tutorial I will be briefly describing primary keys within the SQL environment. Right, what use is a primary key, you may ask? Well, primary keys ensure data integrity. If you've come across them in Microsoft Access, Oracle, anything like that, then you might notice that these are exactly familiar with SQL, it's just within a different programming environment. So what can primary keys do for us? Well, for example, if you had a website and you had visitors registering on your website, and each visitor which registers, they get given a unique identification, for example a member number. So the first member that joined has a member number of 1, second a member number of 2, and these member numbers are unique, i.e. that no registered guest can have the same member number. They are each referenced uniquely by their own individual number. This is what a primary key is. Okay, so how can we incorporate a primary key into our SQL table creation process? Well, this is how it's done. As you can see, we have the simple table creation syntax here. Create the table. We're creating a table called cust, i.e. customer. A field called ref number, which is of type varchar2, 4 characters long. Name 20 characters long. Address 30 and area 20. Okay, which one of these keys would mostly describe a unique field? Well, reference number, because each customer in our table will have a unique reference number, so we want to make this field here a primary key. There's two ways of doing this, one of which is to say ref number of varchar2 of 4 character length, primary key, then have your comma afterwards and carry on to the next field. Instead of this, you could have all your type specifiers and column headers here, then at the bottom out of the way you can say for example primary key, then open and close your parenthesis and type in the column which would like to specify a primary key to. But do remember, when you do this, just add your comma on your last field, because the last statement in the table creation process doesn't have a comma on the end, so when putting more things at the bottom, remember to add your comma here. So that is both ways of inserting the primary key into the table creation process here. If we execute this command, we can see we have table created, and let's just append this. As you can see, no row selected, we haven't inserted any values into here. So if we say insert into cust values, let's just have a look at our field names again that we used. We used ref number as a primary key, name, address and area. So let's just insert data into ref number and name to make this a bit quicker. So ref number is our primary key, and name is another field we're using as an example. So ref number, we can have anything up to 4 characters long, so we can have 66 for example. Then a name, we need our single quotes like so, and say okay, so we're inserting a value into our primary key field and the name into the name field. Run the statement, 1 row created. Right, with primary keys, remember they are unique, so if we try to enter the same values but a different name, say Sean H, into the same primary key, we should create an error because this needs to be unique. As you can see, it says unique constraint violated. So it's not like in the idea of 2 66s within the database like so. For example, also with primary keys, you cannot specify a null value. So if we say null here, we're also creating a violation because you cannot insert a null into a primary key field like so. So with primary keys, when the fields are unique, you will have no problems at all, and this ensures correct and sufficient data integrity within all your tables. Start from cust, like so. So that is how to make use of primary keys within the SQL environment. I'm Sean Grizzly, thank you for listening, and goodbye.